Hello everyone. Today I'm attending Southeast Asia Blockchain Week and I'm with Eric. Eric is from Morph. So Eric, just tell us something about what is Morph and what exactly you are doing at Morph.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So Morph is an EVM layer 2 blockchain with just one focus on payments and payments alone. So what we're really trying to do is to have how to make Web3 payments seamless, like you will, like if you go to a online banking, for example. So when you do a cross-border payments, it will go to Swift network. But a lot of I think normal people, retail, they wouldn't understand like what happens at the back. So what we want to do is to become the seamless settlement layer for international settlement and payments on stablecoins, because I think the gap that we do see that for payments, there is a lot of friction involved, especially like compliance, different jurisdictions, and of course like different regulations that prevents a smooth I think flows of funds. But this can essentially be solved like by using blockchain. So we are able to program all the required, let's say, rules and regulations involved, all the KYC that is needed onto an infrastructure level. Then there's no reason for such frictions. And I think this is exactly like what we're looking at right now.
Nice. And everyone is talking about stable coins, and we have seen like the recently Thai SEC just approved the ETF, and digital banks are also approving some green signal for adoption of the stable coins. And you are the head of ecosystem in APAC region. What's your thought on it?
I think the Thailand situation is definitely very interesting. So based on the conversation I had like during this trip, I do understand that there's currently 3 sandboxes that are happening in Thailand. I think for more of a retail lifestyle level, you have the Big Cup. So they are doing their own stablecoin on the Cup chain. And that's mainly focused on the let's say the retail utilities and of course the lifestyle and loyalty program that enables I think domestic users to be able to get on to Web3. Then of course you have like SEBX that is more of a bank, and they're very focused on the international remittances of like I think trade relationship between Thailand and different countries. I mean that to me is actually very interesting because Thailand traditionally has been a hub for international trade, and I think they are in a very good niche. And the fact that they are a bank, it just means that I think Thailand in general, they are getting themselves ready to be a forerunner in the stablecoin race.
Yeah, it seems like in all the regions of APAC, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Singapore, Thailand is taking a lead over there.
They have a very clear path on what they want to do with the stablecoin. I think coming from Hong Kong, we recently have approved like 2 different stablecoins, like one to HSBC and another one with Standard Chartered. But I don't think they have a clear vision of like what they are trying to achieve with the stablecoin, especially, don't quote me, especially for HSBC. If I am going to make a guess, for HSBC, they're probably more of a retail utility because like they have a very sophisticated, really advanced local payments application called PayMe. So you can imagine that like if HSBC is a stablecoin issuer, everything that goes on that app or everything that goes on that platform can essentially be converted into stablecoin by default. And that can be used like locally in different merchants. As for Standard Chartered, they have been heavily, I think, invested in Web3 infrastructure with like I think with SC Ventures, with Saudi Markets, and there is news that they're recently going to be like purchasing Saudi custody. And I think internationally in the UK, they are probably one of the first banks in Europe that enables crypto trading as a bank. So I think for Standard Chartered is probably a more international play. But I think the most interesting market besides Southeast Asia is definitely India. Because I think like India traditionally has been one of the top emerging markets in the world. So we always talk about US, we always talk about, let's say, China, or even like Russia to some extent. But there's a lot of like potential in the Indian market, and there's a lot of untapped potential. Namely because it's rather difficult to navigate, to be honest. But I think based on some conversation that we have been speaking to, we're slowly seeing that to be slowly opening up. I think case in point would be like the Devcon has been in Mumbai for I think like two years in a row, and I think that really shows that there is a push from a government level to put India in the like the Web3 stage and Web3 payment stage, and which is very important for any Web3 payments or any like blockchain related projects go mainstream.
Yeah, Devcon is in November in Mumbai, and Ethereum also hosted one event in Delhi. Eat Delhi, they have hosted this year. I just want to know, like, any future plan would you like to discuss of Morph?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said earlier, I think the let's say the main purpose, I think the main goal of Morph is to become the invisible layer. But if we want to take a step back, what we want to do is to bring anybody who wants to be in payments to be able to transact in Web3. And how do we do that? Obviously, as a blockchain, we wouldn't be actually doing the transaction ourselves because that would be a regulatory nightmare. What really makes more sense is how to become an orchestration layer. So imagine a platform where anybody can come in and there are different building blocks in forms of SDK that can connect them to different components of payments. It can be a payment gateway, it can be a crypto card, or it can be regulated rails globally, or on a deeper level, it can be an ethics layer on chain. So rather than just transacting in a US dollar based stablecoin, so now you have like G10 currencies or even like exotic currencies like the Indian rupees, for example. So that will be an incredible powerful tool for anybody in payments to be able to improve on their operations and improve on their efficiencies of payment alone. And I think ultimately, what Web3 payment is going to be in the future, it's not just speed, it's not just efficiency, it's how it can be streamlined in terms of like yield generation. So there will be a lot of times there'll be idle cash or idle funds that are staying in your bank account that generally like maybe little to no yield. But with blockchain technology, it's programmable. So there's a lot of different ways that a user or an institution can generate yield, or they can have their I think treasury strategy on chain. And I think that's something that's very exciting, and that's really the future of like everything we're talking about, and of course with the agentic payments that are coming in as well.
Amazing. So, Eric will be in DAFCON in Mumbai in November, and looking forward to see you in Mumbai. And yes, hopefully, we'll be recording a long podcast with Eric. So, we'll be sharing more insights about the Morph future plans and how it can be beneficial for Indian communities, Indian institutions, Indian developers. So, looking forward to see you, Eric, soon.
Yep, absolutely, man. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.